Good morning, geocachers and adventurers. I'm going to bring to you guys an adventure up to Brecksville Reservation. I probably would need 2 days to get through this park efficiently, but I have a little time before my family's coming down this weekend. So today's Friday, and they're probably going to roll in about 8 tonight. So I'm going to try to do as much of this reservation as I can. I'll show you on the map. I have a new piece of equipment that I'm trying to test out today. So it's a new camera. It's a lot smaller than my other one that I've been using. I'm going to see if it works good, if the audio is good. But what I'll do today is put a Rando Natica coordinate in for you guys. Right now I'm about midway in the reservation, so I'm hoping that the coordinate will be somewhere in the reservation. Okay, we got another Rando Natica coordinate. I think we can go to this one. Our intention is going to be secret, and this one is void. So we'll do the geocaches up to this location, and then we'll look for a secret. Okay, we're coming up on the first geocache. It's a regular, and right there it is. Yeah, we'll get it open. Not too much in this one. There's a quarter there and a dinosaur. I left these, them little wood things. They must not have liked them, but okay. Forgot to mention earlier, this place has got some stables, and you can ride horses on the trails. It's pretty cool. Okay, this one is regular, and it's Miss Callie's achievement catch. She must have, oh, there it is. She must have done something in geocaching, like a 1,000 find or something. I'll have to read on it, but I'll get this open. I am going to leave a trackable here if it's not wet inside. So right there, there's a bunch of quarters and a dime and a few tokens. I'll leave that trackable here, and we'll get on to the next. Okay, I'm going to drop this trackable off here. I traded it out for a quarter, but I saw this over here. I thought it was pretty cool. So I don't know what that's all about, but it's pretty cool. Okay, we're at the next catch site. It's another achievement one. It's a small, so we'll search for it. A lot of times they're in these logs. Nope. Oh, there it is. Okay. Oh, cool. A Rubik's Cube. That's pretty cool. I might have to trade that out for Camden. Okay, we're slowly getting to that location. I'm going to try to stay on the trail as long as I can, but it looks like I'll have to get off the trail a little bit. I think we got a few more geocaches before we get to that location, but hopefully we find some. Okay, this is really, really strange. I was heading toward that location for the Rando Natica, and there's this old guy hanging out in the location. I mean, this guy must be ancient. He's got a cane and everything, but look at where it's at. It's up on this hill. Unless there's a trail on the backside, I don't know how he got there. So I'm going to try to approach and see. I don't know if you guys can see that, but I'm about 120 meters away. But I don't know how this guy got up there. It's pretty strange. And he's just kind of hanging around the spot where I assume is the Rando Natica, because the trail comes over on the other side and you can kind of look over the ravine and it's up that way. So I'm gonna hike over there, try to figure out this mystery. Maybe I'll even try to get the guy on camera, but we'll see. Okay, climbed up the ravine. That location's over here somewhere. That guy is right behind me. Somewhere. Huh. Okay, we're on the back side of that ravine. This is the other side of it. And that guy is just hanging out in that Rando Natica location. It's really strange. I don't know if I can get him in there. I can't even go up there because I don't know if I'm on posted property. But he's just hanging around in that location. And that is exactly where the Rando Natica is. It's more like up in here by that ravine. But I'm not going to go up there with that guy up there. I don't know. I don't even know how the guy got there. Because on this side there's a ravine. Over there's a ravine. Unless he came in from the road that's up there, I don't know. But he's just kind of hanging out in that Rando Natica location. It's really, really strange. And he's like old and got a long walking stick, and I'm just trying to kind of hang out down here because I don't even know if I'm supposed to be here. So I don't want to make someone mad, but it's definitely strange. Okay, we're here now. I thought this was kind of cool, but this is the Rando Natica location. There's these old rocks. Maybe that's part of it. I don't know. That guy's right there. That guy's right there. Jesus. Okay. There's an old rock. I don't know, maybe I'll come back. That's kind of suspicious. There's literally nothing around here. Nothing. But this is the location. It did look like maybe an old house foundation remnants, but I don't know. There's really nothing for that guy to be doing up here, I don't think, unless it's part of the mystery. I don't know. That's the mystery, I guess. So I guess it worked. Definitely strange. Okay, I had to go to the next geocache spot. I was about 100 yards from that Rando Natica, and that guy was literally on top of the coordinates. He's just walking around. I don't know what he's doing in the woods. I mean, as you can see, it's like this, and the other side over there is exactly the same way. So I don't even know how he got up in there or why he's up in there, but he's still over there. I waited about a half hour, 45 minutes, and I wanted to kind of go up in that area and look around, but he's still up there, so I guess I found a mystery. But I'm at this next location. It's called Just a Little Climb, so I'm thinking it's either up here, because there's the trail. I think it's up here somewhere, but we'll find this next location and we'll show you guys what it is. Okay, it's up here. It's just a little climb. It's not that big climb over there, so there it is. Okay, here's what we got. The lock sticker is pretty cool. Okay, this is really strange. It's been about 45 minutes since I've seen that guy, and he's following me on the ridge line. I don't know if you can see, I just lost him, but he's up there. Tree right there. I can't see him. I'm gonna get up. I don't even know how he's keeping up with me. Okay, this makes me feel a little bit better. There is a trail that goes up that way, so maybe that's how he got up in there. I'm gonna walk. Nope. The trail goes down into that ravine, and it goes on the other side of the ravine. That's the other side of. It goes on the other side of the ravine. This up in here is where that location is. So he must have walked up through this little narrow area here and went up. Pretty strange. I'm gonna stay out of there because I don't think I'm supposed to be up in there anyway. But you know, we found a mystery. Hey, this next one is called Natural Lumber Yard. As you can see, there's a lot of trees down here, so this means this one's going to be tricky to find possibly. So we'll get closer to the site and we'll show you guys what's inside. Okay, there's a lot of lumber here down, but we're about 10 feet from the catch right now. I think it's over in this tree. Yep, see how that log looks kind of out of place? Like it actually wouldn't be there. It's probably right, yep, it's right there. We'll get her open, and a frozen jelly rancher that hasn't melted yet. I'll get that out of there. A marble. And a log that's over here. Just a reminder, candy, not a good choice for geocaches. So, yep. Oh, it's sticky. Okay, I'm at the next site. It's called 15 Years of Brecksville and the Girls. It's regular. There's only one real hiding spot where it could be in this location, so I'm gonna make my way over to it. And ooh, that would be a good hiding spot. Maybe it's down here. Okay, we're rich. There's some change, and 2 little rocks. Another dime. Yep. Okay, the next catch is called Signal Tree. If you look at that tree, it looks like it's bent over. The Indians used to do that to signal for trails and stuff. They would do it when they were saplings, and then they'd grow up and they'd look like that. I don't know if this one is one of those, but I think that's where the name for the catch came from. As you can see, that this does not look, yep, it's right there. Okay. Well, it feels quite heavy, so there might be some good stuff in here. Okay, we got a log. Oh, that's why it's heavy. Got some big painted rocks. There's one of the old good luck token wooden. Nope. Okay. I left one of these. They must not like those. But part of a seashell. A witch. That's cool. That's I know somebody who's gonna like that. And a courage painted rock. I'll sign this log. I'm gonna leave this one, but I'm gonna take that witch. I'm gonna trade it out. That's pretty cool. Okay, we just did a big giant loop. I'm actually parked at the stables there. So this battery in this camera is getting dead, so I'll take it to the truck and get this battery on charge. I got a spare, so it's a good time to get one charging while I go burn up another battery. So yeah. Okay, we're back up charging. I figured since we're here, I'll take a quick little break. There's another part of the trail. I'll show you what we did. We went here, we walked around this trail, get this one, walk down through here. That Rando Natica was down in here somewhere, I believe. That's where we saw that weird guy. He was still there. I waited about 45 minutes and he wasn't leaving. I don't understand what he was doing, but he was just hanging out in the woods by himself. Old guy with a big giant cane. I did try to get him in the video, but I'm not sure if we did. Then I did this one, this one, this one. Then we walked down this trail, did a little loop here, did this one, and then we came back here. We're charging the battery. What I'm going to do the rest of the afternoon is I'm just going to try to hit as many of these trails as I can. I've already done all these, so except for that one, but I don't think we're going to get up there today. But yeah, take a little break and we'll get back at it. This next one's called Back Country. It's a regular. A lot of times they hide them in crooks, notches of trees like that, but it wasn't there. It's when I should have just stayed on the trail and looked in the most obvious spot. It's right here. It's actually pretty large, so well, sounds like there's a bunch of golf balls. A lot of golf balls. Pretty cool. Golf balls and stickers. I might have to look at them stickers. I need some new stickers for my laptop. I found this sticker. Perfect. It says, "Never mess with a geocacher. We know the best places to hide a body." And it's true. I've seen some places that would definitely hide a body. So, okay, found this little location. We'll go down if I don't fall on this mud. But okay, this place is pretty cool. Yep. Looks like someone cut some block from the wall over here. That's weird. Maybe they wanted to make their own tombstone. Save them a few bucks. Okay. Looks like a cool little place down through here. Maybe we'll see a Bigfoot down through here. Okay, we got a cool little pond here. Yeah, they have some really nice trails here. As you can see, this one, you could probably walk this all year long. I mean, little black squirrel over there, robin. But yeah, some nice trails. Not a lot of people. I'm surprised because today's a really nice day. I've only seen like 3 people on the trails. So I haven't seen that weird guy anymore, so that's good. I don't know what he was doing. This next one is a geocaching achievement for Cheer Mom. She's kind of like a little local legend around here. She's got a lot of geocaches that I've visited, and they're pretty nice geocaches. I've never met the lady, but I do appreciate her geocaches. So if she watches this video, thank you. We'll find this catch and we'll sign the log. Okay, I spotted it. It's way out here in the weeds. I'm gonna hide it right there to cover it up. It's a little bit away from where it should be, but as a general rule of thumb, you don't want to move them from where you find them, so I'll hide it a little bit better so it's not in the weeds like that, or in the leaves. But yeah, it's here. Okay, we have a button. It's actually a pretty cool little button. I might keep that and trade it out for something. A couple pencils, a wet log, and an Easter egg. So that's about it. We'll get going. There, we hit it a little better. It was out here in the weeds, so it's not too far from where it was, but I just don't want to get lost. My mom, she says, she's been watching my videos. She's like, you got to show more of your walk to the caches. So here's a shout out to Mom. I'm trying to take your advice. So here's my little walk to the next catch. It's a cool little pavilion down there. A little bathroom facility. Nobody's parked here, so that's nice. And yeah, we'll get to the next catch. Oh yeah, this is a nice muddy trail. There won't be a lot of people down on this one. I don't even see anybody's tracks. So hopefully I'm the only one on this trail today, and I can have a nice and quiet geocaching adventure for you guys. So we'll get on it. Funny, I walked right past this catch. I was lagging on my app, so I had to backtrack a little bit. Oh, it's right here. Yep. Nice. Pen, Mickey Mouse thing, and a market garden. I think it's, yep, it's a sticker. But yeah, pretty cool. Some stickers, army guy, and a keychain. I got these little baggies. I'll leave a log here so people can enjoy it. These little baggies every now and then when you get an appliance or something, and they have like screws and stuff in them. But yeah, they work great for logs. You just put a couple pieces of paper in there and people can sign them. There we go, updated log. Like and subscribe in the baggie. Okay, I'm making my way up to the next catch. Here's a placard. Anybody wants to read it, feel free to pause it. But yeah, we got a kind of a cool overlook here. Nice little seat. But yeah, well, looks like another one of them signal trees. So yeah, one of these times I'm going to see a Bigfoot down there. You guys will have to post in the comments when you see them. Okay, this next one is called Viper 70s Achievement Catch. It's I'm not sure where it is, but this tree looks like a good hiding spot. Fairly big. I think it's a regular size catch. It's probably going to be the same. Yep, there it is. So here's the location. Okay, here's what we got. We got a few of these eyeball things. We got bubbles. I'll take those so they don't freeze next year. A log. That's a cool pin. And then I think that's a Geosarge. Yep, Mama Sarge. I've found them before. So yep, and cool stickers. We'll sign the log and get on to the next one. Ooh, that was a good one. Look at them all. Do it again. Almost 36-year-old man out here blowing bubbles in the woods. You imagine walking up on that? I gotta do it again. I'll have all these bubbles gone by the end of the day. Okay, we're coming down through this trail, but I got a ravine on both sides of me. See that one? I've climbed ravines like that, but they can be very, very dangerous. And you shouldn't do it unless you really need to. I actually think I climbed this one a couple of years ago, trying to get back to the car before dark. But it was dumb. Okay, anytime you start seeing these little stair downs, take your time on these trails, because underneath them leaves it can get muddy and you'll be on your butt. So yeah. Oh, that too. See how that piece of metal sticking out? Be careful not to get that in your foot. There's one too, or trip over it. This was a pretty cool place. See all the moss covered logs? And we're down along this creek. That's why you gotta be careful. If you look at the tracks, it looks like someone slid right down there and ended up down in the ditch there. And that's all loose. So take your time on these trails, because things like that you could hurt yourself if you're not careful. Okay, this next catch is called PWNC, I think. 2020 Geocaching achievement. I've seen that guy on a lot of coins and catches and stuff too, so thank you if you put out some catches. There it is. Okay, we got a skull eraser and a log. That's it. Okay, we've come to a fork in the road. We're gonna actually take this lower trail, so we'll make our way to the next one. Okay, I spotted this from the trail. I don't know what it is, but it looks like a massive tank of some sort. Maybe an old septic? I don't know. But there's also a junk pile over here. Old bricks. I like looking at these old junk piles because sometimes there's old bottles and stuff. This one looks kind of like a newer junk pile. See the tire and stuff. So there's nothing good in it, but still cool. Okay, we're coming up on another achievement catch. Stars achievement catch. Okay, there's a lot of good hiding spots in here. I remember the last time I was here, it took me forever because I think it was in the snow, but it's actually right here, and there's some stuff in it. But okay, this one's kind of cool. We got a big old bug. See him, big old centipede. Some shells. Another geosarge. A button. A watch. And the log. Okay, I'm making my way to the next one. It's GBB7R1. And could be anywhere in here. That stump looks promising. Oh, it's right over there. So, it feels kind of heavy. There might be gold in here. Oh, it's got a log. Nice log. Nice log book. That must be the old log book. It's all wet and dyed. Okay, I'm coming down on the top side of the trail now. We've got a little cool little pond down there, a little wetland. There he is, making all that noise. Little creek. Oh, there's a dead bullfrog down there. I don't know how he lasted through the winter. Okay, this next catch is called Termite Town. And so we'll go check it out and see if we can't find it. That is definitely a good name for the catch. There is a lot of termite towns around here, so hopefully we can find the right one. Okay, I've been looking over in that scrub brush for a little while, and it was right here, right off the trail. So you got a log, Oscar the Grouch, and some other things down in there. Okay, this one's called Gone Rogue, and it's literally gone rogue because it's 100 feet away from where it should be. I had to come down here in the mud to make the catch. We'll open it up and see what's inside. Oh, that's pretty cool. A little abominable snowman to match the witch and a little dog. That's pretty cool. I'll sign the log and be on my way. Okay, we got a little log bridge. This is pretty cool. Okay, we got a little bit of a hike. Elevation change. We're heading up that way, so we'll get up there. Okay, still making the climb. This next one is called Nautica 1. These next few I'm going to do really quickly. Here that they just put out that I don't have yet. So I'm going to try to make my way there. They have one of them little baby Bigfoots in it, I'm hoping. So hopefully I can find one of them, because I'm kind of a big fan of Bigfoot, so I'm hoping that it's still in there. A few geocachers have visited since then, and that's a kind of a cool prize, so I'm not counting on it, but if I get a little Bigfoot statue, that'd be really cool today. So I'll find this next geocache hopefully, and I think it's right here, and get on to the next one. Yep, here it is. We got another abominable snowman. We'll leave him. I'll take this wrapper out of here. I don't know what that's doing in there, but I did find this little statuette. He's pretty cool. It says wisdom on it. We got the log. I'll sign this log since I haven't been signing very many of them as a revisit, and then we'll get on to the next. Cool ravine. This is where that geocache was. We'll cover it up and get on to the next one. There's a nice little ravine down there. If I remember correctly, it's down by this log. That wind's really starting to pick up here. So it must be the storm that's blowing in tomorrow. Actually, no, I think I remember where this one is. It's actually up here in this stump. So there it is. These little 3D printed prizes are actually pretty cool. There's a lizard, a little dog, and a little demon thing. Pretty cool. Yeah, I gotta get a move on if I want to get Bigfoot and that new catch. I got about a mile walk to that catch, and then I'll probably have about a 3 or 4 mile hike back out of the woods. So the family just left from New York, so they got about a 5-hour drive, so I got 5 or 6 catches in between this and the Bigfoot one, so let's no brakes, let's get moving. Okay, I made a wrong turn on the last trail, so my heading's correct, so I should come back out on that trail. But this next one is a regular, and it's dreidel number 3. Yep, and there's the trail. See it down there? Hi caramba. Okay. I believe the catch is right down at the base of that big tree right there. So that's where we're headed. I almost made an oopsie. I went that way trying to go down that log, but underneath them leaves it's some wet mud, so I didn't want to slide down that hill on wet mud. I'm just going to take this route. It's it's a little safer. I don't need to get hurt today. So. Don't do this at home, kids. Oh, there's the trail. That's where I came from. Up there by that big log. That side bank is real muddy underneath them. What it is the frost. This time of year it starts unthawing and it gets real muddy, and it's really dangerous under them leaves. So know your footing. Okay, I am out of battery on my one battery, and I thought this battery was charged up, but I guess it didn't have enough time to charge, so we got to make this really quick. I think I'm not gonna skip over the catches, but if I find anything really good in them, I'll film it. But I'm gonna save my battery for the last catch that has possibly the Bigfoot in it. It does have a travel bug in it, so that's at least something we can get out of here today. But I am gonna save my battery life for the most part, though. So I'll get a nice, you guys can get a nice picture of the creek where I'm at right now. But I have a little tiny bar left on my camera, and we'll just have to make do with what we have. So thank you. Bridget, you would not like this place. It is up and down, up and down, up and down. Okay, here's Happy Hanukkah number 4. Now, when I did these last time, they had a bunch of dreidels in them, which was pretty cool. I snagged one for Camden, and he played with it all the time. So, this one looks like it's got a log, and another one of them abominable little snowman, $50, and a little clapper thingy. That's kind of cool. But, yep. Oh man, this tree looks like it's gonna eat you. Pretty cool. No catch. Yeah. We got some mud here. But we're gonna make the most of this one, and then we're gonna get heading back after we get to the next two. The last catch that I was at, it didn't have nothing good in it, so I didn't film it. But last catch, hopefully Bigfoot's still in there. That's what's motivating me at this moment. So we'll see. But this whole trail, if you ever come out here, definitely anticipate some hills, because you'll get a lot of them. So, have fun. And we're here. Hopefully, what I came to find is still in it. Oh man, that was an adventure. Whole day of hiking for this one geocache. And to bring you guys some footage, because you're my loyal supporters that I appreciate very much. Oh, Dougie, there he is, Bigfoot. We got him. He's still here. Old diving helmet. So I'm going to definitely take this trackable and Bigfoot. I'm going to try to leave something that's just as cool, but a cool dive helmet, trackable, and a Bigfoot's pretty cool. Great way to end the day. I think I'm going to take a shortcut to the road and then hike the road back, because I don't think I'm going to make it back before dark, and my camera's about ready to die, and my phone's about ready to die. So At least if I'm on the road and it's dark, I can navigate. But in the woods, it's a little bit more difficult. I got a flashlight and everything, but I don't want to utilize it. Yeah, I'm making my way down the road. I'm going to try to get that one geocache that I missed. Cut down through the road saved me a lot of time. And I'll be able to find this other geocache. So, win-win all the way around. And I'm walking right up to it. I spotted it from 100 feet away. We'll get it open and... Wow, this is a first for me. I thought the container was pretty heavy, and I can't believe what I found. There's a centipede, a pumpkin, but check this out. A metal slinky in the box. That is so cool. I gotta trade that out for Camden because that's a first for us. Look at them cool pens too. 2 catches were pretty cool. So we're gonna make our way back to the vehicle. That shortcut cut out probably hour and a half of hiking. I did that in about 15 minutes. So I was a little bit nervous about my time and my camera length, but we should be in good shape now. Okay, making my way. Checking the ground for hagstones. Hey, look at this cool rock. That's pretty cool. Yep. Come to this little gully. I'm gonna attempt another little shortcut. I don't know if it's gonna help, but there was a couple ladies on the trail they had dogs, so I wanted to let them go by anyway. So here I am. We'll see how this works. Well, I'm out of bubbles, so I can't blow bubbles.